you can put your core of soil into a funnel. You can have a light over the top of it, usually a hot light, one of the old-fashioned bulbs. And that warms up the soil from the top, and any invertebrates in there that don't like dry soil will go downwards. And at the bottom they fall out into a tube of alcohol. So that's how you collect what's in the soil. I mean, you could just break it up and spend hours going through it. Actually, probably find there's nothing in there. But that's another way that you can look at a different layer of the invertebrates. So we've got quite a lot of those. But a more productive method of trapping is what you can see over the other side here. These are water traps with those yellow trays. This one has just fallen in, so I think I might let it dry out. This is a female dung fly. Trying to dry her wings. Right. Can you see this? These have been out for a week as well. You've got virtually nothing, and I can't tip it because it's full of water. But it's got loads of different flies in it. All sorts of different kinds of fly. And in Britain there are 7,000 different species of flies. So if you want to know what flies you've got on your site, you really do have to kill them, because you couldn't remember that many different names. I think most of these are flies. There are a lot of different kinds. If I get them down to the bottom, yeah, that one, you look at that, that's a hoverfly. Quite a nice colour, very distinctive. And there are dung flies, there are all sorts of others in there. You do get butterflies, you do get dragonflies, all sorts of things landing in these. The reason they're yellow is because yellow is a colour that's very attractive to most flying insects. So they fly along and they see this yellow patch and they go to investigate. And what we've got in there is water with a tiny squeeze of washing up liquid. And that just breaks the surface tension, so they sink. So they drown and then they sink. So if it rains and the traps overflow, most of the insects will be at the bottom, because they've all sunk to the bottom. But we used to put them on the ground, and we realised that if you have them just sitting on the ground, although you get all the insects, you also get small mammals, other things trying to drink the water, frogs, newts, all kinds of things used to end up in it that we didn't want, because we only wanted the insects. So they're now raised up above the ground like that, and we don't have the problem with unwanted animals. And we don't want to kill other things. So you can see in there, we've got a few crane flies, we've got quite a lot of other ones. Sometimes you'll get bugs, because they fly around. And you get other, you do get beetles, because a lot of beetles will fly as well. That's what we got from one of these traps over a week. You compare that with what we got from all those pitfall traps. This is a very effective way of sampling. So if you look at that now, you can see just how many there are. They're mostly flies.